Hi everyone, welcome to AI Learn Painting. I am Robin. In today's tutorial, I am going to show you how I created a beginner level simple reference photo in Midjourney and how I painted it in acrylic. For starters, I would like to paint some landscape scenery, maybe a green mountain range. Also, I would like to have a reflection lake in the picture to bring in some symmetry elements. I want several clouds in the picture so that the sky won't look too boring. Okay, so now I'm going to ask Midjourney to create what I just described. I'm typing in the prompt: acrylic painting, clear sky with clouds, green mountain, reflection lake, simple, realistic. I am also changing the aspect ratio to 5:4 because that's the aspect ratio of my canvas. These are the 4 pictures generated by Midjourney. All of them look great. But I know what you are thinking. They are way too complicated for beginners to paint. Well, don't worry, I know just the trick. So now I am clicking this remix button. I think my prompt is solid. The generated pictures have all the elements I was looking for. They are just too detailed. I add --v4 at the end of the prompt to ask Midjourney to regenerate these pictures using the previous model, version 4. By default, Midjourney worked with version 5, which would create more realistic pictures. So basically, I'm taking the realistic pictures that I like and ask Midjourney to remove some details, and then I would be able to paint it. Now looking at the 4 pictures, they seem easy enough for me to paint in acrylic. I'm going to upscale number 3 because that's my favorite. Okay, now we have a reference photo. It has all the elements I asked for: the clouds, the mountain, the reflection lake. Next, I'm going to paint it in acrylic. Okay, now I'm sitting in my studio with a reference photo I really like and all the painting materials I will need. I want to make it clear that I am not affiliated with any of the tools that I'm about to introduce. This is not an advertisement. I simply just want to share my personal experience with you. To paint this, I'm using a 9x12 canvas sheet. It is a more economic choice compared with actual canvas. You can buy a whole book of 24 sheets for less than $20. Great for practice. I'm also using a disposable paper palette. For the paints, I'm using heavy body ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, cobalt turquoise, hooker's green deep hue, light green permanent, cadmium yellow, titanium white, and transparent mixing white. I use a 1/2-inch flat brush to paint the larger area, then I use these fluffy head brushes for my clouds. And I use different sizes of angle and filbert brushes to add in details. I'm mixing ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, and titanium white together for my sky and lake. Phthalo blue is a very strong color, so I'm only adding a little bit to the mixture. Now I'm painting the clouds. I add a tiny amount of the sky color to titanium white to get a slightly bluish white color. For the edges of the clouds, I use a dry fluffy head brush to scrub titanium and transparent mixing white on canvas. For the mountains, I'm using different mixtures of green. I use hooker's green deep hue for the first mountain on the left, and a mixture of titanium white, cobalt turquoise, and hooker's green for the second from the left mountain. Then I use a mixture of hooker's green and light green permanent for the next mountain. And finally, the mountain on the right is a mix of hooker's green, permanent green, and cadmium yellow. Now I'm giving the painting some final touches. I paint some short horizontal lines in the lake to suggest the reflection and waves. I use angle brushes and filbert brushes to add some trees and their reflections in detail. This is how the final picture looks like. Remember, I started with only a few rough ideas. Midjourney helped me to turn these ideas to an amazing photo. I tweaked the settings so that the photo can match my painting skill level. I encourage each and every one of you to try this out for yourselves. It is so much fun and the possibilities are endless. I would love to see what you come up with, so feel free to share your creations in the comment section below. Let's inspire and support each other on this creative journey. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting AI-related painting content. Until next time, happy image generation with Midjourney and happy painting!